Welcome, everybody. I'm Kelly, family badass Keen.
I'm Jazz, worst nightmare and terrible house guest, Shamanic.
I'm Dawn, underground bunker buddy, Glenn.
And we're the Antler Queens, and we are back for another retrospective from episode. Today we are covering, this is episode 8, right? Broken windows, open doors. I felt like this was an appropriate shirt to wear for today. I support women's rights and their wrongs.
Yes.
It's okay, Abs. We'll forgive you.
Yes.
We'll forgive you. Okay, maybe not. But no, we'll forgive her. So we are going to name our MVPs and LVPs for the episode, and then go into our bottom fives. Then we'll take a little break for our FROMily debate team, and from there we will go into our top fives. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Why don't we go Dawn, me, Jazz this week?
Okay.
Dawn, in the box.
It's dull. It's predictable. It's Jim. To be fair, I think this episode is one where there's lots of possible pluses and lots of possible. I don't think one person was horrific and one person was brilliant. I think everybody was going up and down. But I'm doing it purely for his attack on Jade for coming into the house. He's just like the last episode, you were kind to him, nice to him, and suddenly now he's awful and you want him away from your children and get out of my house, and you drag me out of there, out to the woods, and you do this and you do that. You were fine with it yesterday. What's your problem, Jim? Calm down. I just want Jim to chill, ask questions. Then you can get exactly. Then you can get angry, after that. But just take it down a notch and just go, hey, we're dealing with something. Give me a moment, Jade. I know Jade's annoying, but still.
Yeah, I actually both agree and disagree with you on that. I can explain more in my notes.
Yeah.
This is going to be so controversial. And I said he could do anything and I will defend him to the death, but I'm putting Boyd in the box.
Wow.
Oh no, it's a first. What did he do?
I think he should have gone home.
I do agree with you.
I agree as well.
I'm surprised. I mean, we'll talk about it because it's in my notes too, but I'm so surprised he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not like Boyd, but
no.
Like, why couldn't it not have waited? That's what I don't understand. Like, it could have waited. And Ellis was even like, we'll send somebody else out, but we need you at home for a little bit. I think that was totally reasonable. And yeah, sorry, Boyd. I still love you, but you're going in the box. Jazz, who are you putting in the box?
It might be a little unfair, but I'm going with Abby.
Yeah.
I understand that she's having a mental breakdown, it happens. But I don't know, maybe talk it out before you start deciding to murder everyone. Run it by I guess she thinks that Boyd's dead and that's what's made her snap, but
yeah.
Maybe talk to Ellis. Maybe just run it by somebody first. Like, hey, I think we're all in a dream, and if I murder everyone, that'll solve it. Just discuss it with a friend.
Yeah.
See what their take is before you just decide to open fire on a bunch of unarmed people. Yeah.
Little piece of trivia. Harold Perrineau basically rewrote that scene in the best way possible because it was supposed to be she was about to shoot Donna and that's why he was gonna shoot her. And that wasn't what was in the script. And then Harold Perrineau was like, I don't know if that makes a lot of sense. I don't know if for him, I mean, he was acting purely on, it was just an instant reflex. Like, he saw Ellis in danger and immediately fired. That makes more sense.
Yeah, I agree totally.
And it also adds so much to the story because he killed Ellis's mom, you know,
in front of him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And for Ellis to know that his dad killed his mother to save him, it's what that does in your head is tough.
yeah. I'm so glad that they took that
Absolutely.
suggestion. Dawn, who are you giving pancakes to this week?
Again, this one was so difficult. Because I thought, this was good. Kenny was good. There was a lot of good stuff going on. But I decided because we lost him in real life, I'm giving it to Flashback Catchy for risking his life, for and getting Boyd and his family into safety, and managing to convey what was happening in a much harder environment than Boyd has to do now. He really, because it was so close to dark, because they don't have anything other than holes in the ground, to get somebody to go, look, you need to come with me and trust me, or you're going to die. It's so difficult to do. And Catchy being out there so close to getting it himself, I just thought, he was obviously like the leader before Boyd came, and he seemed to be doing as good a job as he could, and clearly he was in a position where he was always willing to sacrifice himself to try and save new people coming into town. So yay, Catry.
So
good one.
This might be the first time I've ever done this. I've got Boyd in the box, but I'm also giving him pancakes. Because he basically saved the town,
Yeah.
He just and he had, look at that nice shirt that he has on, like,
nice.
He was dressing so nice before. He saved the town. He came in and just immediately, if I were in that town and I were Donna sitting at that table listening to him talk, I would be like, oh my God, I'm so glad you're here. You're the best thing that ever happened. And
yes.
This town.
Yes.
He just knew what to do.
Yeah.
And plus he found the talismans, and he saved the town. As much as they want to get out of that town, he saved it.
The
Josh,
image of the town beforehand is so great. All the windows are all boarded up.
Yeah, it was terrible.
What was he doing for food before he went out and found the animals?
They said that the canned goods also just show up.
Yeah.
So the never-ending shelves of beans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just peaches. That's the only thing that ever runs out. Yeah, mine's the same. I gave my MVP to Boyd. That specifically for that, the night and day contrast, the fact that they have some sense of normalcy and have gone days and almost months without incident at the beginning of the series is all due to him. The way they were living beforehand was just, how many people died that night that they arrived in town? 5 or 6?
Yeah.
But that's a lot of bodies to have to deal with.
And that was every night.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. I almost wonder if the town was like, just didn't have the right people that it was looking for. And so once Boyd showed up, and they basically were just waiting for Boyd.
Yeah.
And because I think Boyd was always supposed to show up there because he's the perfect leader.
And a lot of obviously the Matthews and Jade, that maybe they were just sort of like, I'm just thinking of like, when a whale takes in all the water and it keeps the food and the rest goes out again. It's like that's what the Fromville was doing, bringing in people going, nah, we don't need them, kill them off. Until we got the ones they wanted.
Yeah, I don't think anyone shows up there on accident.
No.
I think that they are all picked either by one entity or another.
Yeah, I agree.
Dawn, what is your number 5 for your bottoms?
It's a minor one to start with, and it's Tom at the diner complaining about food. Tom, I thought better of you. Tom, you're just, you're a philosophy guy. You should understand. Obviously, it's like the current rhetoric in a lot of politics about immigrants come in and there's not enough to go around, and to see the people of the town going, all the colony house people are here and now we've no food, and trying to upset what Boyd had put in place, this very organized ration thing, and just freaking out. And as I say, I just think Tom, who is the guy who's always like handing out advice and telling people to chill and just have a drink, for him to be leading the pack and saying,
yes.
Yeah, it's like, why is he storming the diner? No, come on.
I have that on as number 4, but I'll bring it down to 5 for the sake of discussion.
Yeah.
It makes no sense that Tom is leading the mob.
Yeah.
Like, he's the chillest guy in town.
It makes zero sense. That's my 5 too.
It really bothers me. I can't imagine him being rude to Tian like that at any other time.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, especially when he was so patient with Jade while he was being an asshole,
Yeah, exactly.
That's my number 5 too. I didn't like seeing Tom be an asshole.
No.
I think he's the tallest member of the cast, probably.
Yeah.
So he's like the most physically menacing presence, probably, but also a black guy. Like, it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made me feel some feelings I didn't like.
Yeah. I wasn't fond of it either.
Surely they could, I know there's an issue of giving actors lines and you've got to then pay them a lot more, but surely they could figure out somebody that was in town who would have been a better choice than Tom.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have surprised me to see Jim leading that way.
Yeah.
Even though he's new.
Is Tom billed in the opening credits? Is he a part of the main cast?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
If he's not, then that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Is giving him lines for a pay bump for the episode. But if he's credited in the main cast, he should be getting the same pay every episode regardless. But I'm not positive if he's...
I think he might be on the guest star or whatever it is, that they have after the titles.
Hey, before I go into my number 4, I want to take a little detour, Jazz, because it's kind of related to that a little bit, and I forgot to bring it up on the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
So at the beginning of the episode in Colony House, where they have Fatima's party, when they're all setting up for the party and everything, there are some people in the background that are saying, like, they're having a conversation, and it makes it into the subtitles, and it's like, I just think it's so rude, and they're talking about something is rude, and they're like, come on guys, it's supposed to be a party. And I wanted to ask you, like, is something like that, I mean, do you know much about the direction of extras like that are supposed to be talking?
If it's scripted, like on stage, it's called peas and carrots.
Yeah.
And you just, like peas and carrots.
Right.
Blah, 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 blah. You just pretend to be saying something so that it could be that.
Yeah.
It could, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to remember the part you're talking about specifically. But it's probably scripted.
Yeah. Yeah, I just found it interesting because that's not often that you hear like that there's a background conversation going on that you can barely hear. That makes it into the subtitles,
Yeah.
I assume that in a scene like that the extras will be directed at least to have a tone to what they're saying. So even if it's not scripted, but like you're supposed to be irritated or you're supposed to be suspicious or whatever, in the background. So I'm assuming that the theme of what they're talking about would be designed, but even if it's not scripted.
My favorite extra line ever out of any show I've ever watched is hands down The Walking Dead, when they were in the arena. It was season 3. They were in the zombie arena and they had captured Daryl, and they had Daryl and Merle, and and the governor was riling him up, and there was a guy in the back that just yelled, it was so funny. It was hilarious. By the way, there's also in the pilot, there is a zombie at the back of the crowd in downtown Atlanta drinking water.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's a famous one. I've seen screen caps of it. They were just like, he's at the back. Nobody else spot him.
Yeah. So I'm so sorry that I got us off track. Don,
yes.
What was your number 4 again?
Yeah, no, I haven't done my number 4 yet. Number 4 was was Donna picking up the body parts like she's gardening. It's just so horrible, and yet that must just be, as we were saying, in the past, and Donna was there before Boyd was, that was happening every night. And the way she just, here's an arm, throw it in the wheelbarrow, it's like that had become so normal for them. And I mean, it plays into Donna's attitude in this episode and the next episode, so it's got a point to it, but it's just such a weird sight to see her just like, just got my wheelbarrow body parts, and like, what do they do to them? If it's body parts, do they like fit them to the person and bury them all? Do they just burn them? I worry about these kind of things.
I'm guessing mass grave.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, 15 people is a lot. 14 people, sorry, to find graves for. I mean, I don't know how many Victor dug, but you can just sort of throw a couple of people in each one, I guess.
I had to put this up here because I appreciate the dead body still laying there in the background.
Yes.
And then there's another one here where you can see, like, it doesn't really, it's not very clear in this photo, but when I took the screenshot, you could see it clearer that there are, like, pieces of arms and legs in the background. That's crazy, man. Okay, so my number 4. Could Boyd really just not change his shirt? I mean, does he like having Katry's blood all over?
Yes, that's his official sheriff shirt.
You would think that he would want to get out of that thing as fast as possible.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I would be changing immediately. I'd be wanting to take a shower.
Not seem to be speedy about removing blood.
No. Yeah. It's maybe just one of those, there's going to be more on it before night falls. Let's just leave it.
Yeah. All right. Jazz, what's your number 4?
I get Julie's freak out. I really do. But it was just poorly, I don't know. I guess she had just gotten back. She waited for light. She walked back to her parents' house, but I like Ethan's trying to cheer her up, and she's like, "What do you mean the hole?" Like, she's just freaking out. I know she's a kid. I get it, but I just found it a little. She's been through a lot in the evening.
Yeah,
I should let it go. I just found it. I was like, "Oh, Julie."
Yeah. She's very teen in this episode. I thought she's very teenage Julie in this episode.
I just want her to eat something. I'm really worried about the fact that she doesn't eat.
She never eats.
Yeah.
I every time someone offers Julie food, she turns it down.
Can I throw out a theory that you guys are going to laugh at and roll your eyes at?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So what if when she got into Fromville, she stopped eating because maybe she has a little bit of Fromville creature in her.
So she doesn't need to eat. She just yeah.
Like,
She
what if
just-
she's a hybrid, but it didn't come out until like she got into Fromville? Like, I don't know. I mean, it's.
I don't know if they make hybrids. It seems like one or the other.
Fat boy is real, okay? Don't keep on the ship. Fat boy is real.
You know, one of the only good things about being in Fromville is no Instagram and no diet culture. So, you know, come on, Julie, stop caring and eat a pie.
Yeah.
If there's any chance to
Exactly.
like really eat your dreams,
Yes,
no one's ever gonna see you again. Come on now.
No. exactly.
My number 4 is Sarah. Just reveals herself at the worst times. Like, she does this multiple times in the episodes, and it's so annoying. Like, what is wrong with you, girl? Like, she picks the worst times, and she's like, hey, guess what? I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so frustrating. So frustrating.
she is frustrating all round, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jazz, what about you?
Way higher on my list.
Okay, Dawn, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Tabitha's story about how they lost Thomas. It's horrible, and it's the kind of thing that in dramas, when somebody's lost a child, it's always, you know, it's something, it's going to be traumatic, whatever, and it maybe it's caught death, or, you know, they died of some congenital illness. But this being so real and everyday makes it all the more horrific. I think it must be the kind of thing. I'm not a parent, so I don't know what it is to be a parent, but I can only imagine that is the kind of thing you have nightmares over. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
every parent has seen their child fall over, or they've dropped them. It's happened to most parents. You know, the child wriggles completely, and you're like, oh, I've been butted in the head by a child. You know, they're so unpredictable, and for that to you just take your attention off them for 1 second and they die. Oh, it gives me so much anxiety just on their behalf, and the way that she told the story was just so chilling because it sounds so normal. Amazing performance, obviously, but I thought, you know, of all the horrific stuff we see, that really gave me the chills in a different way.
And it made you feel really bad. It made you feel really sad about the reason that they were getting divorced.
Yeah.
Because, like, they didn't want to be divorced. It was just that, like, Jim triggered that trauma for her, and she couldn't deal with that. It wasn't his fault. Like, she clearly wanted to be married to him, but she couldn't handle it anymore. She couldn't deal with constantly having that trigger there.
That's a lot to overcome.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I'm just going to compare, like, if my husband had a twin brother who assaulted me.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, like, every time I look at my husband, I'm seeing his twin. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's God, that was such a sad story. And I mean, you would think with most TV shows, I don't think they would get so descriptive and traumatic. Like, you would expect something different. I was not prepared for how horrific that was going to be.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was pretty. I thought that was pretty brave on their parts.
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of smart. So,
what's your number 3, Kelly?
My number 3 is Jim completely disregarding. I mean, Jade found some really interesting shit. And Jim just like knocks the book out of his hand with the picture of Victor and Christopher. Like, Jim is really fucking frustrating in this episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Like, he wants to be the one that saves everybody, gets everybody home, and he doesn't want arrogant Jade to to ruin it with, like, I don't get it. I mean, he's being really stupid. And I hate that word, but he is. But I did sympathize with him though, with kicking Jade out of the house, with dragging Jade out of the house, because like Julie was clearly traumatized, and he just busts in like Kramer, and he's like ranting and raving.
Literally kicks the door in.
Yes. Yeah, I would drag him. I would drag him out too. But yeah, him just disregarding him the way that he did was just really fucking annoying. What about you, Jazz?
My
number 3 to call you Jade.
I'll take it. I think my number 3 is that I was very surprised that Boyd did not take Ellis's concerns more seriously.
Yeah.
That I don't know if that's just the influence of the town, or how excited he was for all the. I mean, he did just find a freaking goat. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't seem like Boyd to dismiss Ellis's concerns so easily, and especially about Sarah. I think he thinks that his wife is more stable than she is, clearly. I don't think that he realizes what she is like mentally going through. But when Ellis is pointing it out to him that directly, and he's like, nah, she's fine. Like, that's just doesn't seem like Boyd to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe, I guess we don't know him that much before the story. Maybe it was not as serious, but
I was thinking, I wonder if he's in like army mode, because he's doing sort of what his job was and setting up, and he's in that mindset that I have to do this. This is my job, and I have to take care of everybody, and just wasn't in the thought of, hang on, my wife needs me.
I mean, he said he was going to set some traps for the animals. Like, he has to make those. Like, I mean, wouldn't he have to go home and like, work on that? I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
I'm assuming that because she was a Marine and he wasn't, that they were quite often stationed in different places. So I wonder if they didn't spend a lot of time supporting each other like that. When they were together, it was like downtime kind of thing. So I wonder if he's just like, oh yeah, she's always dealt with herself and her stuff over here, and I'm over here. I don't need to think about that. So but I agree. But I'm just trying to think of why he would do that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dawn, what's your number 2?
Yeah, my number 2 is the same as what you said, Kelly. Really, it's Jim not taking just that little bit of time to listen to Jade. It's a plot line that you see in so many things, where if only they had got to the end of the sentence, if only they'd take that moment, they would have known. They're trying something which needs a lot of technical ability. He's an engineer, he's going to build it. Jade's the genius, he's going to do. Surely if he says, I have found something significant, you're going to listen to that. Yes, you're going to deal with your daughter and your family, but surely you're going to say, oh, have you? Have you found something? Why would he just completely dismiss it as, I don't care, I'm not interested in it? When Jade is saying, if you just look at it, he's not saying, listen to me, even. He's saying, look at it yourself. You look at the evidence. Which is, I just don't understand Jim's mentality to not do that when he's so desperate to do something to get out of there.
Yeah. I do have to say though that I love, this is the first time that we got to hear Jade's way of apologizing. And I love it because he comes on really strong, and then someone cuts him down, and he just immediately is like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." he just like
too busy being smarter than everyone.
Yes.
You're like, "Yeah, sorry about that." Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a funny thing that he does. My number 2 is Jade just being a total dick to the Colony House people. Like,
so rude.
I mean, like, Clara and Jesus are perfectly nice. That guy totally
He calls
looks like
them dirty.
I know. Like, look at you, Jade. Look at you. Look at this picture. Dirty. You're gonna call someone dirty, Jade? Really?
He looks like he's been there for like 40 years the way he's sitting on the porch. Like, yeah, this is my house.
Yeah.
You've been there 5 minutes.
Yeah. I loved Clara, like, shooting him down, though. That was pretty great. But yeah.
That was really funny.
Yeah.
Why didn't she ask for her bike back? That's what I would have done.
I know. Seriously.
What have you done with my
Clara, bike, man. What's your number 2, Jazz?
My number 2 is that Donna literally has a wheelbarrow full of body parts, and Jade and Jim don't even ask her how she's doing.
Yeah.
They don't even pause. They walk up a hill covered in body parts up to Donna, who is visibly upset, stacking these body parts up in a wheelbarrow, and they go, "Hey, can you do us a favor?
Yeah.
Here's what we want." End of interaction. Like, are you kidding me? You lost 14 people last night. You want to be like, "Hey, Donna, you okay?
Yeah. Can we help?
You to talk? Yeah. Want a hand with these hands?"
God, seriously. Like,
the menacity.
And the thing is that Donna's been there, one of the longest, and they've been there 5 minutes. You'd think they would be like, oh, they haven't become inert to all the death around them. Donna, in a way, has, but she's still traumatized, and they're just like, oh yeah, there's dead bodies around.
Someone else will take care of that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly the mindset.
Dawn, what's your number 1?
Yeah, okay, of course it's Boyd and Abby, but specifically it is when he says, "Oh no," when he sees Ellis and he knows what he's going to do. Oh, it's the most heart-wrenching, horrific. Oh no, he's not going, fuck, whatever. It's that he knows his life is just sunk from his body because he knows what he's going to do. Oh, Harold Pernew.
Yeah.
All the applause. But it is the most devastating. That instant, Ellis has just comes around the corner and it all unfolds in a nanosecond. And I'm sure, like, Boyd's life would basically flash before his eyes, every option he has, and he knows the only option that is going to work in this flash of a moment is to kill his wife. Yeah. It is one of the most heartbreaking things to see, and I didn't enjoy watching it again. But nobody does. I just want to say, I kept thinking, where have I seen Lisa Ryder before? Obviously, I know she was in Andromeda, and she's a Canadian actress, but I couldn't think. I thought she's been in something I really like. And it was in the 90s, there was this vampire series called Forever Night. It was a Canadian vampire series, which I loved. And she joined the cast in the second or third series. And she was a detective. And I was like, oh yeah, I had to look it up to it because I did not remember at all. But so I've loved her since the 90s.
A 90s Canadian vampire series, you
Yes.
say?
Highly
boy.
recommended.
Gonna be looking that up.
The number one that I'm going with, it's my number one because it's a legitimate criticism of the show. I'm really annoyed about Boyd says to Sarah at one point, they used to shriek and then they stopped shrieking and started whispering. Well, they're shrieking now, and sometimes they whisper too. It seems like it's not consistent.
Yeah.
Like Walking Dead was never consistent with the zombies, you know.
He said they used to shriek all night, and then when they found the talismans, they stopped.
Yeah.
So they do still scream, but they don't scream like all night long.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought he was talking about like they just don't shriek anymore at all.
Yeah. They still do a lot of shrieking.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when Jim and Tabby are fighting.
That's my favorite one.
Shut up! We're trying to sleep. All right, yeah, so that was my number one. Jazz, what's your number one?
All right, I know we already discussed this a little bit, but why does Sarah come out of the shack? There is not one single reason that makes sense.
Nope.
He told her not to come out if she heard voices. He told her not to come out, period.
Yeah.
She knows Katri's dead, so there's nobody else that it could even be showing up that would be in favor of her being around.
Yeah.
Why are you being nosy? What are you doing? Say, mind your own business.
Yes.
You hear people outside arguing. I mean, she can probably make out Boyd's voice, but it might not even be Boyd. You might just be coming upon two people who think you're a murderer. Like, you are a murderer. So,
like, what if it's Jim?
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
It could be anybody, and she doesn't. There's no reason for her to come outside and expose herself. It makes zero sense.
Hi, are you looking for the murderer? Hi, I'm here.
Right?
Yeah. I don't get it. And she's a good actor, but I don't get the feeling that she's doing it like as a punishment to herself.
No, it's not like she's going, I'm going to kill myself.
And I definitely don't think she's doing it to be like rubbing people's noses in it because she's horrified by what she did.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's really no reason for it.
It makes no sense.
Weird. Yeah, it's very weird. All right, should we move on to FROMily debate team?
Yeah.
Okay, so for this week's FROMily debate team, or this episode's FROMily debate team, we're like uploading episodes every day. For today's FROMily debate team, we have chosen whether or not Boyd should have listened to Ellis and gone home. And we have Dawn arguing for Ellis, Jazz arguing for Boyd, and me judging. Which one do we think is the tougher argument?
I don't know. I think
Boyd?
Boyd? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think Boyd. Yeah.
Okay, I feel like it's a bit tougher.
Hey, I gave you all your answers before I'd forgotten what we were doing. And I'm like giving you all these reasons for your side of the argument.
Right,
never mind.
Dawn, you've been going first anyway, so why don't we just have you go first?
Yeah.
And
okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'll tell you when to start. Go.
Yeah, you're in a completely different place. You're in this nightmare place. You know very little about what's going on, and all you know is your mother is not herself, and obviously he's around his mother much more. I'm assuming much more than Boyd is, even at home before they get here. So he knows something is off. He knows this is bad. You should be listening to your son. Your son knows your wife well, he's spent so much time with her, he knows something is wrong. And if your child is coming to you to say, please be attentive to my mother, you should be listening to that. There was no rush to do anything. The town had gone this long without you, Boyd. You can quite easily just delay stuff a day, a week. It doesn't matter. It's not urgent, and yet you couldn't wait a couple of hours.
All right. Cool. All right, Chaz, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Start.
Okay, I'm Boyd. I've been married to my wife for roughly 20-ish years. I'm gonna throw out there. I don't know. She's, as long as I've known her, been very mentally competent, and we are in this terrible, distressing situation that's slowly getting better with my help and involvement. So I really feel like the best thing I can do right now is catch these random ass chickens I just found instead of listening to my son, who is very concerned about my wife's mental health. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, the goat lover in me wants to side with Jazz because he got goats. He brought goats. They're my favorite animal. But I gotta go with Dawn.
Hey,
taking care of your family trumps goats.
Yes.
Yeah. He just could have waited. I mean,
the thing is though is that that's the night he found the talismans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if he hadn't done that, would he have ever found the talismans? Like,
yeah.
It seems to be the trade-off.
Yeah.
Yes, because she only tipped over the edge because he didn't come home at night and she thought he was dead. So, yeah, if he'd come home, she wouldn't have done that, but also he wouldn't have found the talisman, and who knows? It's one of those sliding doors.
All right. Should we go to our top 5s now?
Yeah.
All right, Dawn, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is Donna saying goodbye to Boyd. It's one of my favorite things. I just love the fact that she's like, go away before people think we're friends. But after hugging him, I love that. I feel, of all the characters, sometimes I think I'm most like Donna because I'm very emotions bad. So the way she's like, she's there with him, with Kenny, that come on, you've got to do this, and then she's so loving to him and hugs him, but is also telling him to, that kind of it's a very Celtic thing because it feels Irish as well. That sort of I'm going to tell you while I punch you in the arm, tell you I love you and punch you in the arm. That kind of friendship, and I love their friendship so much. It's one of my absolute favorite things on the show, and that
was great.
That moment just is perfect, that she's hugging him but also telling him, I don't want people thinking we're friends. I love it.
Yeah. I would not be opposed to them getting together, actually.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
No. They're age appropriate.
Yeah, I was going to say they're age appropriate. They like each other. Come on.
Yeah.
Donna's gone through a lot. She deserves a hot dude like Boyd.
Donna or Bacta, he needs a girlfriend regardless.
Donna's already dating Henry, so
I think Bacta would be a better girlfriend for him, though.
Yeah, I think probably she would, but I absolutely would not object to him and Donna because they have great chemistry, and I could totally see them having like very nonchalant, casual sex, and just be like,
yeah. But Donna can't be like, Boyd needs to be with somebody who will let him wear the pants in the family.
Good point. Yeah.
And he needs to be in that very traditional role because he's just so good at taking care of everybody, and he just needs to.
I feel like his original wife was a pretty.
Yes, she was. Yeah,
wear the pants. Each wear one leg of the pants together as a family.
Yeah.
Iron Abby, after all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he and Donna are too alike to to work.
That's what I'm thinking.
That sense. Yeah.
But I just want somebody to take care of him.
Yeah, he needs someone to be nice to him.
Yeah.
I want somebody just like building him up all the time.
Yeah.
What's your number 5, Kelly?
My number 5 is Fatima giving Ellis the business about him and Boyd.
That's my number 4.
Yeah.
So when you come right to me, yeah.
One thing I really liked about it, like the way she said, he took that on because that's what parents do. That's something that you would expect only a parent to say.
Mm-hmm.
But she still she's got so much empathy for people, and she just she also lost her father. They both lost parents in really traumatic ways. In
front of me, they both witnessed their parents' death.
Yeah. So I really like that she encouraged him to, I understand why he's got some hostility because he's traumatized and he associates him with that, but yeah, he's got to get over it, and I'm glad that she helped him do that.
I really loved that she said, "You might hate me for this, but I'm still going to tell you it." I thought that's that shows the healthiness of their relationship, that she didn't sort of swallow it down. She was like, I'm prepared to tell you things you don't want to hear, but I know that it's what's best for you and it's what's best for your father, both of you. So sort out. Everybody needs a girlfriend like Fatima.
Yes, definitely.
Amen.
Jazz, what's your number 5?
This is funny because you said it earlier, but Jade sure does love to make these Kramer-like entrances. And Jim does really love to treat him like he's Uncle Phil and this is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Literally, he gave him the DJ Jazzy Jeff and it cracked me up.
Yep.
I wish it would have just cut to that shot. Like Jim grabbing him and throwing him out the door, and then it just cuts to that shot of DJ Jazzy Jeff flying out the dance system.
Somebody needs to make that edit, because I can totally see it now. Yes.
Yeah. Dating myself a little bit, but
by the way, I couldn't find it earlier, but I found the picture that I was looking for of Kenny, Clara, and Jesus. Doesn't that guy totally look like white Jesus?
Yes. It's funny. When I was watching that scene, I was like, I don't know who that Colony House guy is, but of all the cast, he's the one I'm most attracted to, because the look, the hair, the beard, the shirt, that 70s shirt, that's all right up my alley.
That shirt is deeply 70s.
Yes. Isn't it just fabulous?
He also bears a striking resemblance to Kyle Hill.
I don't know who that is.
So. He's a YouTuber. He's a science YouTuber.
All right. Okay. I'll look him up.
I used to watch him a lot. Dawn, what's your number 4?
Well, my number 4 was Fatman and Ellis, so we've covered that one. So we can go back to you for your number 4.
My number 4 is Kenny, getting assertive with Boyd. Yeah. I was so proud of him. He was, I mean, he really stepped up. He was like just telling him, we're not done. I really appreciated that. He needed to step up a little bit more, and I think he was relying a little bit too much on Boyd. It's like, all right, you want me to take on this responsibility. I'm going to tell you how it's going to be.
Yeah.
So I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
Jazz.
My number 4 was the basement scene. Tabitha and Julie.
Yeah.
Catalina and Hannah both are just at their best in this scene. It's like they really don't talk enough until later on in the series about how parentified Julie was after Thomas's passing, and this is just like starting to touch on her trauma from that, as well as everything else that's going on. It's just it's so sad and painful, but it's just like a really beautiful scene between those two women. I as depressing as it was, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, Dawn, what's your number 3?
It's what I gave my MVP to. It's Catry saving Boyd's family. I love his performance in that. I think he's so realistic as someone in this position where obviously they do not know what they're doing in the town at that point, and all they can, it feels like people were coming to town all the time then. I don't know if that's true, but that's the feeling I got. And all he can do is look. And when he says, when they hear a screech and Boyd says, "What's that?" and he says, "That's death." The way he imparts that could have been really sort of cheesy and like, "That's death," but he says it in such a way that you're like, okay, I'm going to start listening to you now. and do what you say, because I get the feeling you're being serious. I just think it's so interesting to see that dynamic, because we come into it with Boyd being in charge and talking to the Matthews as their RV goes, and to see Catry in that position and how he handled it. I just love that.
My number 3 was the scene of Abby shooting people, and it was really just Harold Perrineau's performance, like just the way he responded when he saw Ellis walk up and she was about to shoot him. It was so real. I mean, it didn't seem like there were this was an actor at all. I mean, you felt like you were watching this really happen. It he just 2 seconds, just a 2-second reaction, and it just shows what an amazing actor he is. Just so good. Oh God. I mean, imagine that. Like, this is someone
His
that you
talent
love.
is
Next
level. Yeah.
All right, Jazz, what about you?
That was my number 2, but I'll drop it down to my number 3 just to round out the discussion. But he's amazing in every single scene of this episode with every single acting partner. He's amazing in every episode, but he really kills this episode. It's so defining of his character. Like it rounds Boyd out all the way. You get his backstory getting into town. You find out what destroyed his relationship with Ellis and why it's taken them so long to rebuild. It gives you a more complete picture of who he is as a person, and he is just amazing in every scene. He's absolutely, like, I can't take my eyes off him when he's on camera, especially in this episode.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good point how many scene partners he has in this episode, because he has Sarah and Donna and Kenny and Ellis and it's like, wow, he has just about everybody. It shows how in a lot of shows, certain scene partners, those will be the best scenes, but with Boyd, he can be with anyone, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
It's fantastic. And speaking of, my number 2 is Ellis and Boyd's last scene, in the woods. It's so good how Ellis is this strong young man. We've seen him as an independent young man, and in that moment, how he portrays a little boy is amazing. When he starts crying and they're hugging. That and the fact that he's followed him from town, and that not until that point they gets up the courage to actually speak to him, and he's like, I've been trying to think of what to say, and because it's obvious, you know, they've been apart for months, that they haven't, and they've interacted, but that's not the same as having a connection again, and to form that back, and to see them, and he's allowing Boyd to be his father again. It's just so special, that, and I love it.
Yeah. My number 2 is actually kind of a combo of that. And it's basically both of his scenes with Ellis. The scene in the clinic was just like, it's one of those scenes that just gets to me every time. Just like the way that his voice cracks when he's like, you're my son, mine, you know, like, I love that so much. Oh my God, he's so good. He's so good. I mean, I'm sorry. I think he's in like all of my top 5 moments for this episode, but it was just such a great Boyd episode. Yeah, just so good. It's one of my, that clinic scene is probably one of my favorites of the series. It's just such a good scene. And of course, the one in the woods too. Jazz, what about you? What's your number 2?
The second night was my number 3, but I switched it. Fatima is just so smart and empathetic and keyed in to what people need. And she cares enough to be willing to hurt people if it's helping them, you know, like she knows Ellis doesn't want to hear that. He's not in a emotional place to hear that even right now after what they just went through, but he has to deal with it now. There might not be another chance, so she pushes him, even though she's like, you know, if this changes our relationship, whatever, I'm gonna take the risk because it's that important to me that you get this information. And she's just a great character. I'm really enjoying her in season 1 when she's really happy and chilled out most of the time.
Yeah, definitely. Dawn, what about you? What's your number 1?
It's Kenny coming into his manhood. When he gives his, especially, you know, obviously it's 2 scenes, when he stands up to Boyd, and then when we see him giving his speech, it answered the question we had from, was it episode 2, episode 3? Why did they never do the choosing ceremony again? Because of Kenny. Kenny said, no more colony house, no more town. We're all in this together. And I love that. He took a decision when Boyd wasn't there to say that. He didn't check on anybody. He didn't ask Boyd's opinion. He just said, this is how it's going to be. And I love that for him, that he's able to take control of his position and his own, know that what he knows is best, and he knows that we need to stop all this, you're this and I'm that, and never the twain shall meet. We are a group who has to, the only way we can get through this, and he's learned that from Boyd, the only way you can get through is from everybody working together. And I love that he's able to just stand up there and say that without any qualms, and everybody listened to him. So I was cheering him on so much. I was like, yay, Kenny!
My number 1 was actually my number 2. The 2 Boyd scenes were my number 1, but I moved it to make it easier. So my new number 1 is, I love the parallels between Abby and Sarah. And Boyd's being kind of harsh with Sarah, and I don't think it's because he's just being an asshole to be an asshole because he's pissed that she did what she did. I think it's because he's just really fucking triggered right now because like you know, she's still here, his wife's dead, and it just brings up a lot of shit for him.
Yeah, when he says, I've seen what this town can do to people, you know, and that's why he's handcuffing her. Like, you just go, oh yeah, now I get it. Admittedly, he's not doing it in a creepy fashion like Katri did. But you totally get that because of what he saw happen. He knows that someone who is good-hearted and strong and stable can just kill people in seconds. So he doesn't want to take that chance. And I think that also answers why he hasn't just put her in the box. You know, it's, yes, part of it is getting answers, but also he wouldn't have done that to his wife if he, you know, he only killed her because he had to in that moment. He would never have put her in the box if that moment hadn't happened. He wouldn't have punished her because she's broken, and so he can see the same in Sarah. It's brilliant writing.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not trying to shit on Harold Perrineau's acting at all, because you know how much I love him, but I think this was unintentionally funny when Sarah asked where Katri was. The way that he said he's dead just made me laugh. Something about it made me laugh. I don't know why. It was just like so blunt and sounded like, and had so much annoyance behind it.
Yeah. Like you should know.
Shut up.
Yes.
Are you not watching the episode, sister?
Yeah.
Jeez.
What about you, Jazz?
My number one is the use of flashback in storytelling in this episode is just brilliant. It's brilliant. It's that we've had this small mystery of what's happened to Boyd since he's been here, getting teased out over the entire season, and now we find out, we get all the information at once, you know, like what exactly happened, why his wife is gone, and it is some powerful storytelling. It was really well done. Lisa Ryder is just an amazing actress. I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed all of her work that she's done on the show. She's extra great in this episode, and there's the small bit of the town before Boyd that we get to see is so tragic and terrifying. It's like, you don't want to say good thing he got stuck there, but also kind of
yeah, definitely.
And poor Donna, that she's been with Dale the longest.
Right?
Like, oh my god, he's been there that long.
Complaining
ass. That is kind of funny. All right. Well, is there anything? Do you guys have any spoilers or anything you want to discuss before?
There's just one thing I wanted to mention, that the opening of this episode looks so much like a Tarantino movie. It's just the opening scene where like Boyd's covered in blood. He's packing a bag. It's like all yellow. And I was like, man, that looks Tarantino-esque to me. Was it just that opening sequence? But
and I wanted to say it answered to what we were discussing about it being a different tree. It is a different tree every time, and a different point in the road, because when Boyd stops, they're on a curve of the road, and everybody else has been on a long stretch. So it's the road isn't real, the tree isn't real, if you know what I mean. It looks different every time.
And in the trailer, when the priest and Sophia show up, there's mountains in the background.
Yeah.
Which is super interesting. I just wanted to just bring up a couple of notes that I have here. Did you guys notice that why does the Matthews house have so many fucking lamps? There are like 6 lamps in that dining room. Why? Why are there so many? Also, I'm really curious about the history of Colony House, because it's such a big fancy place, and I'm almost wondering if the man in yellow perhaps have been the governor and previously lived there.
Ooh, yeah,
when it was an actual town.
I'm
wondering that. Yeah. Also, Gus was back. I know that's not his name. Harold Perrineau is not actually saying Gus, but you know, the fandom is kind of taken to calling him Gus. Gus was back, but why? What happened to the other From dog? Why why did he only show up for one episode, or she, whichever?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I want to know what happened. I hope From Dog 2 is okay.
Yeah.
Or not, depending on its intentions.
Yeah, quite
exactly. I was glad to see goats.
Yeah.
And we have Alma. But yeah, that's all I wanted to add. Oh no, I'm sorry. I have one more note. Did you guys notice Abby's laugh in the car?
No.
Her laugh is hilarious. Like after she reveals that they bought the boat and he gets all excited. I swear to God she actually says yuck yuck yuck. Her laugh is absolutely hilarious. I love it. All right. Anything else before we get out of here?
Yep.
All right. Check back tomorrow because there should be another video up. And we are going straight up to season 4. Let us know what your season 4 theories are. Let us know what you thought of this particular episode. If anything in the episode kind of plays into any of your theories for season 4, we'd love to hear it. Comments help with the algorithm. We may not always be able to respond, but please leave them. We do eventually see them, and we do respond eventually. So with that, we will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.